Hello, welcome to PJ Yoga with TJ. There's something. So today's class is our last chakra class, and then we will do the next class in 2 weeks will be on all the chakras, 1 through 7. This is number 7, our crown chakra, which is affiliated with the color purple and also sometimes white, sometimes purple. So I hope that you will enjoy the class. The word that I drew for this class, remember 2 weeks ago, was responsibility. So responsibility is the ability to respond to life as a series of personal decisions. Staying accountable for one's actions strengthens one's freedom to choose and builds self-respect. I just am always amazed at the word that I picked for 2 weeks from now seems to just flow real well with the theme of the yoga class. So our focus is to unleash your full potential. That's part of our responsibility, is being in charge of our full potential. By balancing the pituitary gland, which is associated with the crown chakra, which is in the middle of the head, or actually the pituitary gland is at the base of the skull, which regulates the endocrine and nervous systems. That's all of your hormones, your metabolism, and then your nervous system, how you're reacting, your anxiousness. So if you want to get balanced, maybe you have a lot of anxiety, we got to balance that crown chakra. And then this is your journey of self-discovery and growth. That's what the crown chakra is all about. So as you grow older, you get more maturity, you get more wisdom, and hopefully that your focus in life becomes more stable and shows you where you need to be at that time. So what you will need to do, our poses are going to be focused on lengthening the spine, because we want to bring a look at that posture when I sit up, thinking about my spine and lengthening it. We want to open all of the chakras so that everything can flow up to the crown and flow down to the root. So it wants to go back and forth, balancing and energizing your body, mind, and spirit. We will also work on concentration. There's a lot of focus in the crown chakra, trying to, when we're balancing, you have to really think about what you're doing. So we'll bring a lot of focus to our class today, and we're going to do a lot of things with the blocks. So try to make sure you have a block. And blanket, bolster, eyemask, and a chair or a wall close by, because we will be doing quite a few balance poses, because that is what helps us to bring focus to our yoga asanas practice. So let's go ahead and get started. Got my chair here. I think I'm having some allergy issues now. So excuse me if I have to clear my throat, which now I haven't even hardly talked, and I've got to get a drink here. It's also a good idea to bring water to your yoga practice or any kind of workout that you do. So we're going to start for our crown chakra by sitting on a bolster. And of course, purple, my favorite color. So I have a lot of purple accessories for this class. So just sit on a block, blanket, or if you have a bolster, a nice bolster. And we're going to start with the breath work first. I thought that would be a great way to ensure that we're maybe opening all of those chakras up and reaching the last one through the breath work. So here we go. We're going to do the root chakra. We'll do about 3 in each chakra pose. So for the root, remember, as your inhale, knees and hands up, exhale down. Here we go. All together now. Inhale up, exhale, out through the mouth. Inhale up, exhale. Last one. Inhale up, exhale. Oh, that felt good. That was the root. Now we're going to go to the sacral, which is the second chakra, orange, roots red, and that is a cat-cow. So here we go. We're going to inhale into cow, really arching back, head's coming up but staying over the shoulders. Exhale, really rounding that spine, opening up the vertebra to cat. Meow. Inhale, cow. Exhale through the mouth. Cat. Last one. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Really rounding that back up. Inhale to neutral. Next is our solar plexus, or yellow. And this is where our hands are on our knees, and we're going to be circling each side. We'll go right to left, and then we'll go left to right, and we'll do 2 on each side. Here we go. Inhale to the right. Exhale left. Inhale right. Circle. Exhale left. Pause. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. And then inhale up here to neutral. Recross your legs. And we're going to go into our next one, which is the heart chakra, green, number 4. And that one is with the twist. So we're going to inhale the hands to shoulders. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. All right. Number 5, the throat chakra, which maybe my throat chakra is closed. I need to do more on my throat this week. Definitely having a lot of congestion there. So for the throat chakra, we will inhale the hands together. Exhale them into a fist. Inhale, fist to chin. Exhale with a big as you gently tip the head back. Here we go. Inhale, hands together. Exhale, fist. Inhale, chin to fist. Exhale, Inhale, hands apart. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, fist. Woo, I got mixed up on my breathing. Do a big exhale here. Exhale. Inhale, chin to fist. Exhale. Let's do that again. Start with your hands apart. Inhale, hands together. Exhale, fist. Inhale, chin to fist. Exhale. You only want to make that throat vibrate with that When you tip it backwards, it's easier to do the vibration. Now, for number 6, our third eye, which is in the middle of our head, actually, not in the middle of our forehead, like a lot of people see pictures of, is the one where we're opening and closing the curtains, because that represents the pineal gland, which releases the hormone melatonin for sleeping. So we'll open wide our eyes, our fingers. If you want, you can even do your mouth when we inhale, and then we'll exhale, close it all down, your eyes, bring your hands to prayer. Here we go. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more. Inhale, open. Really spread those fingers, bug those eyes. Exhale with a big closing those curtains down for nighty-night. Inhale the hands down to your side. Our last one is the new one for the crown chakra. And of course, with the crown chakra, there's a lot of spirituality, sometimes affiliated with that, because it's your wisdom that you gain through life. It's kind of the spiritual side of your person. So for that one, we will start with the hands out here. We'll inhale them to prayer. And then we're going to exhale as we raise them up, staying in the prayer, and then gently open them out like a flowering lotus petal. Here we go. Inhale, hands up here. Start with hands here. Inhale together. Exhale up. Flower. Inhale, hands together. Exhale up. Flower. Inhale, hands together. Exhale, raising up. Flowering. Very nice. That concludes our breath work for the class. I hope that you enjoy that breath work. I like that little routine of going through all of those different breathing poses. It's really relaxing to the mind. Then we're going to meet at our tabletop. Let me move that out of the way. And I'm going to bring my blanket over here so I have it close by in case I need it, because I still have a little ouchie on my kneecaps from when I slipped at the pool a few weeks ago. So here we are in our tabletop with our knees, hip joint distance apart. I've started saying hip joint, so you think about the joint instead of the hips on the outside. Our hands are underneath our shoulders, shoulder width apart. You should just see the hands are straight down from the shoulders, so not too wide, not too narrow. We're going to do our cat-cow. So we're going to first inhale into cow. Exhale, cat. Really rounding that back up. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale to neutral. We're going to inhale the right hand up into the air, looking up. Really stretching that nice twist. And then exhale as you bring the right hand down and through, threading through the left arm for thread the needle, stretching the right arm out if you wish. I like to stretch the right arm out because it gives a really nice stretch through that armpit down into all of those lymph nodes. Just hang out here for a minute. Your knees are still hip width apart, feet hip width apart, hip joint apart. Just breathe. On your next inhale, bring the left hand up by the face, and exhale as you bring the right hand up to the sky. Look, twist. Inhale and exhale that right arm down and through that armpit again, and exhale that right hand forward. Oh, this feels so nice. Just breathe, relax your jaw, just relax into that pose. Feel that nice, gentle stretching. On your next inhale, bring the left hand back by the face. Exhale the right palm back down to the mat. Inhale the left hand up to the sky, really looking, twisting that side body. Exhale the left hand underneath the right, under the armpit, face on the mat. Stretch the right hand out nice and long. And if you kind of just let that palm rest on the mat and let the arm fall down, you'll feel that stretch all the way through the tricep, going down through the armpit, really stretching around all those lymphatic nodes around the breast tissue, and then the arm area, armpit area. Oh, it feels good. Breathe, relax your jaw, soften your face. On your next inhale, bring the right hand back by the face. Exhale the left hand up into the sky, really looking up with your face, your eyes. Big inhale here. Exhale, bringing the left arm underneath the armpit. Oh, and stretching that right arm out long. Oh, that feels good. I hope you're enjoying your thread the needle pose as much as I am. I love this pose. Just settle into it. Feel the joy of the pose. On your next inhale, bring the right hand back by the face. Exhale the left palm down into the mat. And then we're going to take our knees out wide. Wide as your mat. Big toes together. Inhale, exhale as you set your booty down, back onto your heels or as far as you can get them. Letting those arms stretch out. Head coming down to the mat for child's pose. Just breathe. Soften your face. Enjoy your child's pose rest. On your next inhale, bring the hands back up to shoulder underneath the shoulders, knees back under the hip joint. We're going to inhale and exhale up into a kneeling position. We're going to be coming into a rabbit variation. I think you will enjoy. Oh, before we get into it, get your block handy. If you don't have a block, maybe your bolster or a couple of pillows. So for this variation, we are going to inhale the arms up, exhale them down, around, palms together, interlace your fingertips, press your knuckles down into the ground, pull those shoulders back. We're going to inhale and exhale as we start to sit down, bringing the chest as close to your thighs as you can. And then when you get that down as far as you can adjust your block if your head doesn't go down to the mat, and you can then bring the top of your crown onto your block. That's too high for me. I'm going to go down to this level. And this is how it looks on the block. If you can get your head down to the mat, try not to put pressure on the top of your head. It's just kind of resting there. And then you raise your arms up as high as you can to the sky. For our rabbit variation pose. On your next inhale, again, strengthen your legs. Start bringing your head up. Let the palms come back down by the booty, the hands by the booty. The palms are facing up. The knuckles are facing down to the mat. We'll do that one more time. It should be smoother this time. I hope that you got to watch that, and we'll do it. Well, actually, we'll do it 2 more times because the first one was kind of a demonstration. So remember, if you can't get your head to the mat, bring your block over so the crown of your head can rest on top of the block in whichever position that you need. Okay? In our kneeling position, we're going to inhale the arms up, all the way up. Exhale as they float back, gently back, bringing the palms together, interlacing the fingers. Then on your next inhale, press the knuckles down towards the mat and pull those shoulders back. Should feel that great heart opener. Inhale and exhale as you start bending over. chest to knees, and then in exhaling that crown down to the mat, and my knuckles are pointed to the sky. I'm really pressing my arms back towards my head. On your next inhale, bring the strength of your legs, lifting your body up, releasing the knuckles back down towards the mat, softening the shoulders, and releasing the grip. Let's shake our hands out. That is a lot of stretching in that shoulder area. If you have shoulder issues, you may want to maybe not hold the hands back, just have them out your side for shoulder problems. Here we are, last rabbit variation. Inhale the hands up all the way to the sky. Exhale, let them float down gently so that they come resting back by your booty. Palms together, intertwine the fingers, give the knuckles a push towards the mat, which then brings the shoulders back, pinching those shoulder blades together. This is a great heart opener. Do a big inhale and exhale as you're starting to bend forward, bringing the chest to the thighs, hands overhead, head to the mat, and rest in your rabbit pose variation. Sasaganasana. Remember, don't put a lot of pressure on your head. It's just kind of resting there. Hold it up with your legs. On your next inhale, start gathering the strength in your leg, pushing your body up, torso's coming up. Release those hands, bring them around to the front, and let's rotate our wrist. And reverse that wrist rotation. That does a lot of work on our wrist and our hands. It's really good to help with arthritis in the hands. Then we're going to inhale down to a tabletop. And then we're going to come, thought that was right. We're going to come and sit back on our booties. We're going to stretch our legs out long. You see my legs stretched out long? We're going to bring our hands back behind us, fingertips pointing towards our toes. Get situated here where you feel comfortable. And then we're going to inhale up into reclined plank pose. If you notice, all of our stretches are really stretching that spine out when we can, or we're touching the crown of our head down in a pose. Really stretch out. Inhale and exhale down. Woo. Inhale, rotate back over into your tabletop. Let's take a moment here in tabletop and do a one cow cat. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. And inhale to neutral. Curl your toes under. Bring your hands up one hand width. Straight up. Inhale and exhale into your downward facing dog. Walk your dog out. Really stretching that calf muscle as you bring that heel down. Stretching out that plantar fascia. It feels really good. Walking that dog. The dog wants a long walk today. It's a beautiful day out for that. And then when you've done equal sides, we're going to inhale the right leg up and rotate your ankle and reverse that. Three-legged dog, ankle rotation. Bring the right foot down. Inhale the left foot up, straight up in the air, three-legged dog. Rotate that ankle and reverse. I'm doing 3 or 4 on each side. Inhale that right foot back down. Get your feet hip joint apart again. Inhale and exhale over into plank. Inhale back into down dog. Inhale the right leg up. Bend the knee. And on your next exhale, bring that right foot up in between your hands, whichever way you can do it. Some people can really swing it up there. I have to kind of work mine up into it. Now I have both hands on either side of my right foot. My knee is bent, but not over my ankle. My left leg is straight. And I'm going to inhale and come up into Warrior One. We're going to do a few different things with our Warrior One with the hands. Warrior One can be done with so many different hand movements. And since we're doing a kind of a spiritual chakra today, we're going to inhale those hands into prayer hands. Really keep that right knee bent at about 90 degrees if you can. Looking forward. And then let's inhale as we straighten that right leg. Exhaling our arms up and letting them float back to our backs, bringing palm to palm. And then we're going to turn the fingertips up. I'm going to turn this way so you can see that movement. We're going to do Namaste Warrior One hands. We're going to do Namaste hands, Warrior One leg pose. See how that goes? Palms together, flipping the wrist so that the fingertips are rotating towards the back and then up. You can keep them here. If this is not in your arm flexibility, then just rest your back of your hands on your low back. Here we go. We'll do it together. I'm going to get back into my Warrior One. And then our third pose is going to be a full stretched humble warrior, where we will bring our hands back up into prayer hands and exhale as we lean way over into humble warrior. You can use your blocks if you need to, or you can keep your prayer hands. Here we go. We're going to do all 3 of those. Warrior One legs in all poses, but different hand gestures. Inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee. Arms are up as they come together for prayer hands. And you can bring them down to your chest, or you can leave them up in the air. You can lean back further. You can lean forward a little bit. I'm just going to go with this one, a simple one. Now we're going to inhale, arms straight out. Exhale as they gently come back to your back. Palm to palm. Rotate the fingers towards the back, pressing the fingertips up to the sky. Namaste, warrior hands. Really pulling those shoulders back so that you can get more flexibility through that whole chest. And it's a little easier on your hands that way too. And we're going to inhale, straighten the right leg, release the hands, exhale the hands up into prayer hands again. Inhale and exhale as you bend the right knee, and exhale as you lean as far forward as you can for humble warrior with prayer hands. Full extension, humble warrior. We're getting a lot of work on that quad. Gather the strength in that right leg. Inhale, come up. Straighten the leg. Exhale, let your hands float down to your side. Inhale the left leg to the right leg and to Tadasana. Bend your knees. Straighten them. Bend your knees. Straighten. Bend your knees. Straighten. I'm going to take a step back. Oh, actually, I'm going to turn to the other side. I have the air off and it's kind of hot in here today. I should turn the fan on. Okay. It's such a beautiful day. Probably why my allergies are acting up. I'm going to get a drink before we start the next side. I'm going to do that whole routine from down dog, three-legged dog, plank, and then into our warrior one with our different hand gestures, ending in full stretch, humble warrior with prayer hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands forward to down dog. And let's raise our heels up and down as close to the mat as you can get them. Up and down. This is the afternoon for me, so I'm pretty stretched out. I've already done a couple of yoga classes. And down. One more up and down. This morning my heels didn't go down all the way, but they are now. Inhale the right leg up. Rotate that right ankle. 1, 2, 3, and reverse. 1, 2, 3. Inhale that right foot back down. Inhale the left leg up. Three-legged dog. Rotate 1, 2, 3, and reverse that ankle. 1, 2, 3. Inhale that left leg back down. Exhale over into plank. We're just holding our plank for a few seconds. Inhale back up into down dog. Inhale the left leg back up. Exhale as we bring that left leg up in between our hands. I got my left knee bent. My chest is down on my thigh, my left thigh. My back leg is straight. I'm going to pull in that tummy so I have more strength when I want to come up. On my next inhale, I'm going to come up for warrior one. Inhale and exhale my hands into prayer hands. Like I said, they can stay up, straight up. I'm coming down here. I'm going to adjust that right foot a little bit. I got my knee over my ankle, so that's good. Warrior one, prayer hands. Inhale, let the arms come out straight. Palms facing away from each other. As you exhale them back behind your back. Fingertips interlace. Inhale and exhale, pulling that fist down, pulling those shoulder blades back for warrior one. Oh, I did a different one, sorry. We're going to have to change our hands. Well, we can do this one for this one. We did namaste hands last time. This time we can just do interlace fingers since we're already here. I've been doing this one and I just went into the old routine. Now I'm going to inhale as I gently release those fingers. Exhale as my hands come back to prayer hands. Inhale and exhale as I lean way over into our extended humble warrior. Really stretching the whole body forward, feeling the strength in that left quad, that left thigh. Stay here till my leg shakes. Or 10 or 15 seconds. Inhale, bringing the strength in that leg up. Exhale, let the hands release and bring the right foot to meet the left. Shake it out. Should feel good. And standing in our Tadasana pose, we're going to do a tree pose. Tree pose is a great pose for focus and concentration. And it takes your body to a nice straight line from your roots, your grounding feet, all the way up to your hips, and then up all of the chakras in the spine up to the crown. So pretend that you have a rope or let's call it a golden thread attached to our middle of our head that's pulling us nice and straight up to the sky. If you need your chair for balance for this, get it handy, or a wall. And for this one on tree pose, we're going to try to do with prayer hands up in the air. Inhale the right foot up to the calf or wherever you can get it, just not on the knee. I might try it up high this time. I might not be able to. We'll see. Remember, don't crunch down into that hip. Try to keep the hip even. I can tell by my shirt if it's going to be even or not. Here we go. Inhale the right leg up. Hands up into prayer hands above the crown, pulling that crown straight up with our golden thread. Keeping the hips even. Inhale and exhale everything down slowly. I can't always come down slowly, but that was a pretty good one. Here we go, left side. Same thing. Inhale the hands and the left foot up. I'm going to do prayer hands again. I got my hips pretty even. I got my focal point. Really focus. Think about that golden thread in the middle of your head, making it stay right over your shoulders, pulling you up nice and straight. Your tall, tall, tall tree. Inhale and exhale as you let everything float down slowly. Woo! I did much better in my tree pose this afternoon than I did this morning. In the morning, I don't have as good a balance for some reason. Okay, after our tree pose, you may need a chair for the next one. It's going to be dancer pose. And I'm not going to use the strap today. If you want to use the strap, you can put it around your leg and pull it up and hold it. If you cannot do full dancer, I'm going to demonstrate before we get into it so you know kind of what we're doing. I'll put my chair here. So for a dancer pose, you're going to grab around the top of your foot if you can. If you can't, you can hold your shin and just try to hold it this way. But if you can get a hold of your foot and bring that up and back and lift the left arm up, that's dancer pose. The variation would just be here. Okay. And I'm going to try it without the chair. I'm working at it. Here we go. We're going to inhale and get a hold of that foot. I took the chair away and now I feel scared, I think. I better bring it back. I don't want to fall. Just to get started, and then I'll let go. So I'm going to inhale, grabbing that right foot with my right hand. I've got my balance here. I'm getting it to a fingertip. And then I will inhale that left arm up. When I feel balanced, go at your own pace and really stretch that right foot out. Oh, I fell out of it, see? Should have stayed when I brought it up, maybe too high. This is a hard one. Sometimes I stand next to a wall, but I don't have a wall here. I better just hold it this way. Inhale and exhale that leg down with control. Oh boy. Okay, let's go to the other side. See, I am also practicing my yoga practice. I'm telling you, I'm not perfect, but we can practice together on our imperfection and then come to perfection at some point. Here we are for the left leg dancer pose. Inhale that left leg up. Grab a hold of the foot and stretch that foot back. It's a great quad stretch. And then when you feel ready, you can inhale that right arm up. Really stretching that left leg out. Your torso is tipped slightly forward. Oh, this is a great stretch. I have a better focal point over here, maybe. Inhale and exhale everything down gracefully. There we go. So, woo, we're moving right along. Now we're going to do our sun salutation. Because we've got to keep up our planks and our chaturangas. And then we're going to a Sphinx pose. There we go. Inhale, arms up all the way to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Bend your knees. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, press up pose. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat. Really hold this for a second. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the mat. Walk the hands out for down dog. And just take a moment here to let your head just completely relax into that down dog. It should just be hanging loosely in between your arms. Letting that neck stretch out. Do a big inhale and exhale over into plank. We'll try 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale into chaturanga. Bring the elbows back towards the ribs to wherever you can hold it. I'm trying going lower and lower. And exhale all the way down, moving fingers up into Sphinx pose. I just realized we forgot to do our wide-legged forward fold, which we'll do that after this. That came after our dancer pose. Shoot. Oh well. Or actually the tree pose and then the dancer pose. Mistakes happen. We're just relaxing on our Sphinx. We're going to inhale and bring those hands back just a tad and exhale up into up dog. Oh, that feels good. And then inhale and exhale down. Right hand in front of your forehead, left hand covers it. Forehead on the hands. We'll do 2 nice breaths here with a big exhale. Ah. Inhale. Ah. Try to get all that air out. Big inhale. Exhale. Ah. Inhale the hands back to chest bone level. Exhale up into plank. Inhale, exhale over into down dog. Let that head rest. Really take that tailbone and press it to the sky. Tone tummies. Relaxed jaw. Inhale and exhale as you walk the hands and the feet back together. Bend the knees generously. Inhale up. Crescent pose. Exhale. Ah. Inhale up. Exhale the hands down. Take and go into a wide-legged stance. Have your block handy. We got one more block for the head, crown pose. Put it out in front of you. And it can go on any level. Bend the knees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, wide-legged forward fold, resting the head on the block. I have to bring mine up higher. I have to go to the highest stance. I guess I could widen my legs, but I'm not going to. And we're just going to hang out here for a minute. Really just bringing attention to the crown of our head, since we are doing chakra crown. Color purple, love purple, or white. It's associated with both colors. It regulates your endocrine system and your nervous system. I think I forgot to mention that. All of your hormones is due to the pituitary gland, which is in the crown chakra energy bundle, and then your nervous system. So you have a lot of anxiety or stress, you want to release that crown chakra. We're going to inhale, bend the knees generously, and exhale up into goddess pose or high squat. I'm going to turn sideways because I really want to make a big stress on this. I see a lot of people in goddess pose like this, and you want to straighten that back up. And if you do that, you will definitely feel those inner quads working much harder and the glutes tightening up much firmer. If you're doing this, you're not using your muscles. We want to strengthen all of those muscles in the legs, the glutes, and the tummy. So try to maybe look in a mirror when you're doing this pose so you can see how that spine is nice and straight. Inhale, exhale, straighten the legs, walk them in together. We'll do a sun salutation on this side, ending with another wide-legged squat. It actually works out there pretty good too. It's kind of a nice break. I may just change it permanently. Inhale the hands up. Exhale. This time swan dive over. Halfway fold. Arms back behind us. Hips over ankles. In other words, don't be back like this. Bring those hips forward so you're, and if you do that, you'll feel those hamstrings really working, the quads and the back of the leg and the calf muscle too. Inhale, hands to mat. Exhale, halfway up. Inhale, hands to mat. Bend your knees generously. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, crescent pose back. Nice back bend, opening up that chest, keeping the head over shoulders. It's not a neck bend, it's a back bend. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, hands to the mat. Inhale, walk your hands out into down dog. Whew. This time we're going to do a knee circle. We're going to inhale the right leg up, let the foot flop over to the booty, and then lead with your knee circle. 1, 2, 3, and reverse. Lead with the knee. 1, 2, 3, and bring the right leg back down. Inhale the left leg halfway up, like you're going to kick yourself in the booty. Poop. Circle with the knee. 1, 2, 3, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, and bring the left foot back down. Big inhale here, exhale, plank. 15 seconds. Time went by pretty fast. I have to cut Shavasana a little bit shorter. 3, 2, 1, Chaturanga. Come down to where you can hold it, hold it, hold it, and exhale all the way down. Slide hands forward to Sphinx. And push up into Baby Cobra. Exhale down. Move the hands back a hand's width. Exhale up into Up Dog. Woo. Feels good. Inhale and exhale down. Left hand in front of your forehead. Right hand on top. Forehead on top of hands for 2 big inhale, exhales. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with ah. Inhale big. Ah. Push all that air out. Inhale big. Exhale. Ah. Inhale, hands to the chest bone. And inhale, exhale up into plank. Inhale, down dog. Woo. And then walk your hands back. Bend your knees. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, crescent pose back. Woo. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Take a wide step out. Have your block handy. This time I'm going to go wider with my legs and see how far I can get down. My feet are at about a 45-degree angle. I'm really spread out. Bend your knees. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Head coming down to the block or the mat. Try to keep your knees slightly bent, but not too much, not locked out. Don't lock them out. Come down a little bit. And I do feel my legs jumping right here. They're getting fatigued. I kind of think it feels cool because it feels like they're vibrating. Inhale, bend your knees generously. Exhale all the way up. Hands up to the sky. Turn them to prayer hands. Bring that down to heart center. Walk your feet in. Woo! That was a good workout. Take a moment just to think about the poses. I know we moved through pretty quickly. That's part of the focus and concentration. You have to really be paying attention, which is a great stress reliever. If you're paying so close attention, you can't think about anything else. Inhale and exhale, release the hands. Come down to the mat, whichever way you want to come down here. And I know I put in a couple different things here. Oh, okay. So, and I'm going to turn this way and get my bolster handy for Shavasana. Move my block out of the way because you can't see. And I'm going to lay back, knees to the ceiling, feet on the mat. Just lay here for just a second. Then I'm going to inhale, knees to chest, grabbing a hold, really hugging them into my abdomen. Inhale, let them slightly come away from the chest. Inhale to the chest, exhale away. Inhale to the chest, exhale away. One more time. Inhale, pull. Really pull them in so that you're squishing the abdominal cavity, giving it a gentle internal massage. And then on your next exhale, let them slowly float away. Inhale the legs up, straight up, hand the big toe. Feet are flexed. Hands are up. Now we're in dead bug. And we're going to point and flex. Point, flex. Really point those toes. Stretch those fingertips towards your shins. And flex. Bring those fingertips and the toes towards your head. And then just relax your hands down. Keep your feet up in there for a few minutes. Not a minute, for a few seconds. Inhale. And I can't remember if I'm going to do Happy Baby. Oh, no, I didn't do Happy Baby on this one. Just got them up there. This is a great one for your core also. You should have your tummy tone tight. TTT, tone tight tummy. Inhale and exhale, bend your knees. Bring your feet down to the mat. Walk them out wide as the mat. And let them fall over to the right side. Knees to the right for windshield wipers. Up to center, then to the left. Up to center, then to the right. Up to center, left. One more time. Up to center, falling to the right. And just let them hang out there for a moment and let them just gently relax. Breathe, loosen your jawbone, soften your face. You know that if you're laying down, that if you're older, you look about 20 years younger because the wrinkles are falling towards the gravity. Inhale the knees up. Exhale, legs to the left. Just let them hang out there. But don't ever, when you're older, stand over a mirror looking down, because then you look about 20 years older because all the wrinkles fall forward. I just learned that from the Golden Girl show. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so true. I had to get up and try it. So if you want to look down, just lay down. If you're young, you don't understand this, but if you're, I'd say, over 50 or 60, it's a big thing. Inhale the knees up to the ceiling. Walk the feet in close together. Inhale the knees to chest. Grab a hold of the shins and roll side to side with a nice gentle back massage. We've massaged the abdominals. Now we're massaging the low back. And letting all those wrinkles float down into our hairline where they can't be seen. Inhale the feet to the mat. Exhale, feet out straight. I'm going to pull my bolster underneath, and I'll meet you back here in about 8 minutes for our namaste. I hope you enjoyed this class. It was a great class. I enjoyed putting this one together. I enjoyed putting them all in together, but this one seemed to be especially fun for some reason. So just get in your favorite Shavasana, which is also called corpse pose. I usually call that around Halloween because it's kind of fun to call it corpse pose at Halloween. So in other words, just lay there like the dead. Sleep like the dead. All relaxed. Wrinkles falling away. a nice big inhale and start taking any last minute movements that you feel like you need. Maybe stretching your fingers and your toes wide apart, making a fist, maybe rotating the ankles and the wrist. Maybe a last minute stretch to the side or overhead. Maybe a big yawn, big ah. Then when you're ready, roll over onto one of your sides, coming into a fetal position, head resting in the crook of your arm on the mat, top arm in front of your chest bone. Let's do one big inhale with a nice ah. Inhale. Release through the mouth. Ah. Another big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly push yourself up into an easy seated position, head coming up last. Ah. And let's inhale our hands together to prayer hands. Rub them together gently, bringing love, joy, warmth, and some responsibility, pressing that into your heart center. Take a big deep breath. Exhale as you bow your head. I honor the light in you and ask that you honor the light in others. Namaste. And I want to thank you for coming and joining me in my PJ Yoga with TJ. And I have a quote by Michael de Montaigne. We can be knowledgeable with other men's knowledge, but we cannot be wise with other men's wisdom. That's one to think about. You only gain wisdom through your own life experience. I want to thank you again for coming. And I'm going to draw the word for the next class, which will be a sequence that will include all of the chakras. So let's see what that word. Oh, I look kind of tired there. Really. Oh, peace. That's a good word for all the chakras. Peace to your bodies, peace to your minds, peace to your souls. Thank you again. Ta-ta for now.